Good morning. It is Friday morning at 10:10. I'm wearing my iWatch and my pyjamas because it comes in really useful for keeping track of my BPM. So welcome to my vlog. I'm doing a bonus vlog because, you know, I can't really do an awful lot else at the minute. So let me fill you in. First things first, I got a new strap for my watch because Alfie bit through the other one. £49 worth of iWatch strap. Alfie thought it was a chew toy. It wasn't a chew toy. So I've got a new one. So we've got purple for epilepsy. Pleased with myself with that. It costs like £6. So if you choose through it again, we can get another one. Right, so let me fill you in. As you probably know, I was in hospital on Wednesday because I had another episode. It was bad. It was really bad. And I went to hospital again. So then they fixed me up and sent me home. The following day, yesterday, I got a phone call from my consultant, Mr. Jamie Oliver. Jamie Oliver's cool, isn't it? And he said, we want you to come into the hospital so that we can do like more tests and talk about what's happening next. So I went in, they did some more tests. Apparently my heart's gone back into an abnormal rhythm like it was before the cardioversion, so the cardioversion didn't fix it. Yay! So the electricals in my heart are not functioning as they should, probably because of scar tissue from previous operations. So if you don't know, I had tetralogy of Fallot when I was 3. I had the, born with it and then had the operation at 3. I then had another operation at the age of 30 to replace 2 heart valves to pig valves. Then 7 years ago this month, or is it 8 now? Anyway, I had endocarditis, which is a heart infection, which I was fixed for. I was in hospital for 3 months, etc. Then that brings us to now. My heart keeps going off on one at like 200 beats per minute, and it is horrific. So they gave me a cardioversion to try and reset the heart so that it would stop doing it. Anyway, that was in December. It didn't work because it's still playing up and we had to call an ambulance and go to hospital and stuff. So I'm now on loads of tablets to try and keep my heart rate low, but it's not coming down. They really want it below 100, but it isn't. I'll do it as we're speaking. It's 116, so it kind of sits at 116, 115, and that's not without even doing anything, which is too high. So hopefully the tablets will keep it down while we're waiting for a date, because I'm gonna have an operation. I'm having an abrasion, which is keyhole surgery. They're going through a vein in the leg, like my previous operation with endocarditis. They go up through the leg and they laser the inside of the heart to basically clean it, so to speak, take away scar tissue that's making the electricals go dodgy. So in the meantime, I'm shattered. I'm out of breath the entire time. I can't really do an awful lot because I get out of puff. So I'm teaching from home from next week. And that means no face-to-face, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to take things really, really easy. So I'm just focusing on the crystal shop for now, making sure I've got enough stuff in. S is helping me carry crystals around and stuff like that so that we can get stuff posted out. But that's my focus now, really. Yeah. I don't feel too bad. I'm trying not to let the emotional element of it in. I'm literally just thinking, well, this is how it is, so keep going, crack on, work with it the best I can, and hopefully I'll get fixed at some point. I knew that it was never going to be easy with my heart, but I didn't quite figure this much would be happening. So I finally put all the price tags on all of the crystals. It's done, finalised, done, finally done. My brother's been to see me, and S is here with lunch. We're having a fish. Yes, so we are. It's the biggest fish butty ever, and there's no way I'm going to eat all that. There's no way I'm going to eat all that. Right, so I've got myself dressed. I've got some clothes on, obviously. And S is taking me to the studio so we can take the last stuff out, which I would have done on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? Which I would have done on Tuesday if I hadn't have had a episode and my heart went berserk again. So He's going to help me get the last things, but there's barely anything, so I'm not concerned. There's just a chair and a few bits and pieces, because I'm not going to be teaching in there anymore. Because of being unwell, I'm going to be just teaching online for a while, so no face-to-face stuff. But it means I can still continue doing what I like. Well, doing what I'm good at, I suppose. So here we are to collect the last bits and bobs of some books, a light, chair, music stand, speakers. Not much left really. Flash wipes, might as well have them. That's it, done. So that's it. Goodbye studio, thank you very much for your work. I like this little space, it's nice. But I don't need it now. On to pastures new. All done. So that's it, I've emptied the studio, there wasn't very much in there. We're going back home now. S is going to help me carry it inside while he's going to do it. So thank you very much for that. There's just a few bits and bobs, books, a light, speakers, audio interface, stuff like that. I reckon put it in the conservatory and I'll work through it. But I feel alright, I don't feel sad or anything like that. It's onwards and upwards really. I don't need to use the space anymore. Plus, I can't stand for all that long. So homeward bound and then sort out all the stuff. So we've just been into a second-hand shop. Oh my god. I did it though. I just get a wee bit out of breath and oh, my body hurts. It's just like I have no energy to hold myself up. Anyway, I did it. I had a little stroll around. I bought a trolley so that when I go to the craft fairs I can wheel the crystals on a trolley rather than carrying anything too heavy. I'm not going to go on my own though. I will get like someone to come with me. And another wooden bowl. You can never have enough wooden bowls. So there's not much to deal with really. I'll show you. Music box. Oh, that's the bowl that I bought. The little trolley I bought there will work perfectly for the boxes. One of the pictures I was bought by a student, Miss Georgina. The sign, some speakers, a chair, and a few other electrical bits and bobs. That's kind of it. Because I'd already taken a lot out on a music stand, of course. I'd been taking stuff out anyway over a period of time. Each time I went to the studio, I took something else home. So there's not a lot, really. So, yeah, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to sell, what I'm going to keep, and all that stuff. Good morning, it is Saturday morning, about 8:10. I've been awake since 6. Sat in bed though, I just didn't want to get out of it. It was too warm and lovely. Messing about on TikTok, talking to crystal suppliers on Facebook. Just going like, what have you got this year and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm up. I've got shaky legs today. Yeah, probably all the like medication and stuff. But there we are. So I've come into the conservatory because palm stone sold overnight, so I'll grab that and then it's my job to make the cup of teas. S is upstairs already working on his eBay shop. Yes, I'm being gentle, it's not very heavy. I feel like I'm in a greenhouse. It's just the towers that are particularly heavy. Right. Palm stones. Don't have very many palm stones, so I do need to get on ordering more stock. This is the least full. Tourmaline, that's what it is. This black tourmaline. Black tourmaline. So we'll get that packaged up. Take it upstairs. There's not really much left in here. We've got clear quartz, the labs, we've got amethyst, rhodonite, lepidolite, chrysocolla, something or other that I can never pronounce. Loads of tiger eye. Tiger eye seems very popular. One of my favourites, which is the flower gate, is very pretty. Rose quartz, golden healer, carnelian, and sodalite. Not enough. I'm going to need more stock of the old palm stones. Plenty of everything else. Right. My little stand. How cute is this? So what you do is you lift up the handle, clip that over like that, and it becomes a wheelie thing. It's got the elastic on it, so you can attach your box and just wheel it about, which is brilliant. £3 bargain. It's going to be great for my boxes. Oh, shaky legs. Probably all the medication and lack of energy. Ooh. Oh, let me show you my garden as well while we're at it. So, you know I said we were going to have new windows in the outbuilding because the windows are currently not windows, they're just bits of plastic and mesh. Well, we've got one in. It's not finished, but we've got one in and we've got another one to go in. I'll show you. So there we are. Look, a proper window. Now there is a table in front of it because there's some glass up there that we don't want Alpha to get to. You're just little bits of broken glass that have fallen down there, so we're trying to pick them all up. And the other side will also have a new window in. We'll then paint inside, make it waterproof. It's fairly waterproof anyway, but a little bit more waterproof so it can be used properly. So yeah, we're on it. Well, I'm not. What are you doing, Alfie? So a wee bit shaky this morning. My legs are a bit dodgy. I don't know why. My heart rate is still too high. Let's have a look. 117. So yeah, too high. There we go. Tablet time at 9 o'clock, but it's a bit early yet. It's 8:15. I'm on. I've got a list actually. Bisoprolol twice a day. Apixaban twice a day. Digoxin 2 once a day. Yeah, that's not all of them, but there's quite a list. So blood thinners, beta blockers, and stuff like that, until we find out when the next operation is. But I feel all right. I don't mean I feel all right health-wise, because I feel shaky, a bit weird, slightly lightheaded, but there we are. I feel all right, as in I'm not concerned. I've been in the hands of these consultants, these awesome doctors at Leeds before many times, and I've never been worried about the operations. I don't get scared before them. I just feel I'm in the right place, the right hands, and it's not my time. You know, one day it might feel different, but never been scared of the operations. So don't know how long this next one's going to be, so we're just going to plod on. And wait and see, really. Today's Saturday. I hadn't really got any plans for today. Alex has asked me to meet for lunch, but we're just going to see how I go this morning because my legs are shaky. I don't know how far I'm going to be able to walk without getting out of puff or whatever, so we'll see. Sunday, it would normally be second-hand antique shops like that, but again, it will just see how I get on. I have got some teaching next week, providing I don't have any more episodes. Monday, Tuesday evening, Thursday evening. So we'll see, really. We'll see. Oh, and I tell you what, last night, just going through YouTube as you do, some really good stuff for me to react to. Sugar Babes were live in the Piano Room Baby Radio 2. Brilliant stuff. Caught Flowers and something else I was listening to radio, heard it. Very good. And the Eurovision stuff is finally starting to trickle through. They've been finals all over the world going on, and we're trying to figure out which ones are the ones that are actually going to Eurovision, and this started to come through. Ireland was decided yesterday, and I think there was a few others, so I'm going to start doing all the reactions to all of them in the coming week. Yay! It just feels like there's been a long gap. You know, this big sort of launch, it's like, okay, it's February and I've reacted to like 2 or 3 videos and we've still got loads more. So, you know, I need to get on with it. I need to crack on. It's going to be here before we even know it. Ouija board back here. Isn't it? It was just funny, you know? Because the other ones just got to a point where it's separating a little bit. IKEA ones, so I think they're going to be going in the bin. Right, tea, I'm on tea duty. We'll go morning potion. And For those of you that don't know who my boyfriend is, he doesn't want people to know because he's like the mystery man, which is a good hint to who he is. On all of his social media, it's the mystery man, and this is another really good hint to who he is. So maybe I should start putting like little hints out, you know. So there's 2 for you: mystery man, guitar man, and mind cage. There we are. I tell you what I have found on this medication and in this situation I'm in is that I can't eat as much because I feel full really quick. I feel bloated and podgy all the time. You may have noticed that from earlier in the vlog when I was at the studio. I look like a little rounded thing. So yeah, there's not a lot I can do with that other than just keep eating well as best I can. And I'm just thirsty all the time, constantly. Liz was here yesterday actually, and she's really funny. She said I can't push it too much because she's going to give me some of this, so I'm not allowed to do too much. She's got a point, because she'll give me some of this. We never give anybody it, we just do it. It's the same as the dog. If the dog's naughty, I'll give you some of this. We don't. So it's breakfast time. I've got scrambled egg and a fake bacon. S has got mushrooms and scrambled egg, and we've got 1 piece of toast as well. So it's now 9:05. I've watched the latest Spider-Man movie. Got very confused with the multiverse and 3 different Spider-Mans. We had some tea and just kind of watched a film and relaxed, really. This afternoon I couldn't focus. I did go online for a little while to do some readings on TikTok, but I was only there for maybe half an hour. I don't know, I think things may have hit me today. Yeah. Yeah, earlier in this vlog I was fine, but I think I've realised now that I'm always going to have issues with my heart, aren't I? Wanting to travel, and it's going to affect my journey that's already planned. And I don't know, it just made me sad. Got me thinking about all sorts of different things and what my future is now. It's not the same that it was. Anyway, I think it's just been a tough day. Sort of emotionally, all kind of came out a little bit. So yeah, I'm going to sign off for this one. And I will be back with another vlog very soon. Bye, loves.